I want you to think that you're in a forest and you're being chased by a bear. And so your amygdala comes in, which is the part of the brain responsible for flight, fright, or freeze. And I want you to think about this bear chasing you, and you have taken on flight, and your heart is pounding, you're sweating, your palms are sweaty. Now I want you to think about that every single day of your life. That is trauma untreated. That you're always in a state of hypervigilance, or in Trinidad terms, you're always jumpy. You never feel safe. You see, it is important for us to understand that we cannot un-traumatize. Sometimes it sounds crude. I cannot unrape you. I cannot unshoot you. I cannot unflood. It cannot be undone. What is important is to understand is that we spend so much of our time in the traumatic event, and we don't move past the traumatic event to traumatic recovery. And so you find that person spend their entire life dealing or in the area of just what happened. And it is important for us to process the trauma, which is the traumatic event, acknowledge what happened, and then move to trauma response. And I think trauma response is where we have a lot of the challenges. We need to take you from the traumatic event into traumatic recovery. And that is important. So it is important for you to understand the next step, which is how one recovers from trauma. A lot of persons say, I'm traumatized, this happened to me, and I live my life with trauma. As a matter of fact, if you talk to a lot of adults today who are dealing with difficulties, people who are in the criminal justice system, people who are dysfunctional, even the very functional person walking on the street and who have experienced trauma as a child, they would tell you that that trauma has altered their life in a great way. So it is important for us to understand that trauma across the lifespan can be very debilitating. It can keep a person down, it can derail a person. And that is why it is important for me to really look to our young people, because it is one thing to be traumatized, it's another to live in that trauma forever. And so the trauma recovery is very important. So many things happen, or the symptomatology is the manifestation because of this trauma. And so I want you to understand how critical it is to get treatment for this trauma.